Hello, my name is Hilde Hagen and this presentation is about digital asset management of museum collection imagery. Collection items are managed in the collection system of axial collections, where collection items are described. In addition to a description, a visual representation of the collection item is also required. These visual representations are managed as digital assets in Woodwing Assets. The collection items are displayed on websites. When a website is designed for subject matter experts, it requires a high level of detail, not only in the item description, but also in the visual details of the images. Therefore, deep zoom capabilities in imagery is necessary. Qonqord provides this functionality through the IIIF service. In addition to make digital assets accessible to the public, museums have a need to preserve original digital assets with a high degree of data integrity over the long term. Therefore, Qonqord provides the preservation archive. In this presentation, you will see how the preservation archive is managed via Woodwing Assets, and you will see the IIIF zoom functionality in action. First, we will start with the demo of the preservation archive. I will log in Woodwing Assets, and over here you will find the collection folder in which collections are stored. This is a collection, and per collection the files are stored within the collection folder. The goal for the museum is to store JPEG 2000 files in the collections in DAM, and they would like to store the original TIFF file in the preservation archive. But before the preservation archive process can be started, relations need to be established between the asset which lives in Woodwing Assets and the item which lives in axial collections. And over here you see metadata which is delivered to the assets via axial collections by using the Qonqord interface between axial collections and Woodwing Assets. So I will start the archive process. I will go to the workflow panel, and within the workflow panel you will find the three functions which are included in the archival process: the archive action, the retrieve action, and the delete action. I will start with the archive action. When I push the archive button, I can select one or more files. Then the archive process will start. In this process, we created a flow in which, after archiving successfully, the file will be converted to a JPEG 2000 file. So the TIFF file will be stored in the preservation archive, and then a next Qonqord service will transfer the TIFF file to a JPEG 2000 file. The Qonqord rendition service is also able to convert files to all kinds of file types. But in this flow, the JPEG 2000 conversion is selected. Over here you will see that the TIFF file is changed to a JPEG 2000 file, and you see that the archive is succeeded. The TIFF file is stored in the preservation archive. Over here you will find the preservation archive, and I can search for the file. And over here you will find the file. It's stored in AWS in a Glacier archive. And I can open the file. We will store the file, but we also add extra information like a date stamp, and the file is created within the preservation archive. We will create data checksum, and we will store metadata, which is related to the file. Now I will show how you can retrieve and delete a file. You select a file or multiple files, push the retrieve button, and then the retrieval process will start. The retrieval process will fetch the original file from the preservation archive and will store it in the retrieval folder. The original file is then stored in the retrieval folder, but you will also find the converted JPEG 2000 file in the DEM system. You can also delete a file in the preservation archive. You can select a file, push the delete button, and now the deletion process is started. In this case, the file is deleted in the preservation archive, but the JPEG 2000 file is preserved within the DEM system. Now I will start with the demo of the ingest process. You see is that museums upload many files in one go. So we created an import process, so no manual steps are required. The only thing what is required is a structured file name. I will show it via the import folder, but they can just drop files in a folder. So I select the folder, I go to the upload files button, and I can select one or more files. In this case I will select just one file. And I will upload the file. The file is placed in the upload folder. Well, it's already processed, but what happened, the file was uploaded in the upload folder, and then ingestion rules were applied to the import folder to check if the file could be imported in the collection folder. This file cannot be imported in the collection folder because, and we can check it over here, because there is already a file stored in the folder. So as an archivist, I need to make a decision, and I will take the decision to upload it anyway, and I will replace the already stored file for the new file. You don't need to take any actions. It will be automatically pushed to the preservation archive, converted to a JPEG 2000 file, and the only thing the end user has to do is to check if files are stored in the check folder. In this last step I will demo the IIIF service. Qonqord created a IIIF service and you can request imagery via our IIIF service. You can create your own website, include a IIIF viewer and request for those imagery. But to show the functionality, we added also a IIIF viewer within Woodwing Assets. I will select an image, this image, and push the IIIF viewer. Over here you see what is happening. In the production environment you see not those tiles, but we activate those tiles to explain how the system is working. So I requested tiles from the IIIF service, and when I zoom in, new tiles are requested. So now again new tiles are requested. And in this way we achieve a deep zoom functionality within a IIIF viewer. Thank you for watching the video.